Freyja, the pulse beneath the stars. Prologue, the breath before the runes. Before the gods named the stars and the ravens learned to speak, there was a breath, a pulse in the void, golden and aching. It was not yet Freyja, but the longing that would become her. In the silence between creation and chaos, a rhythm stirred, soft as the tide, fierce as the flame. This breath became a whisper, the whisper a name, and the name a goddess. She did not arrive with thunder or decree, but with the shimmer of dusk and the scent of blooming fields. She was the ache in the soil, the hunger in the wind, the first dream of love and war braided into one. Freyja was not born, she was remembered. Step into the mythic tapestry of Freyja, the goddess who dances between realms, weaving love, war, magic, and longing into the breath of the cosmos. This is not just a tale. It is an invocation, a remembrance, a call to feel the golden rhythm that pulses beneath the stars. Let her story awaken the sacred ache within you. Let her name echo through your spirit. Begin the journey. Chapter 1. The Golden Thread of Night and Day. A goddess of dual essence, where light and shadow intertwine. Before the first runes were carved into the bones of the cosmos, before the frost titans trembled beneath the breath of Yggdrasil's growing roots, there thrived Freyja, a being neither bound by time nor confined to any single realm. She was of the Vani, the oldest kin of verdant earth and restless sea, a daughter of Njord, the tide weaver, whose whispers stirred the waves into song. From the moment of her birth, she was more than a deity. She was a living sigil of desire, a force of nature that wove passion into the very heartbeat of existence. Her essence carried the radiance of the sun-dappled meadows and the languid pull of the midnight tide, yet she was not merely warmth or beauty, she was power incarnate, an entity that understood the pulse of creation itself. When the easy Vani war quieted, its echoes still lingering in the blood-soaked fields, Freyja crossed into Asgard, not as a prisoner, but as an ember of a forgotten wisdom. Though her body resided within the celestial spires, her spirit forever wove itself into the tides of Vanaheim, where the ancient magic still curled through the air like mist. Her hall, Folkvangr, was no mere fortress. It was an endless glade painted with the golden hues of dusk, a place where the brave found their rest beneath violet skies. Unlike the battlefield halls of Valhalla, Folkvangr did not echo with war cries, but with the hushed reverence of the fallen, whom she chose with discerning care. They came not only for valor but for fate, drawn to the goddess who held dominion over both love and death, fertility and longing. She was a force of duality, one foot in the realm of war and the other in the soft embrace of blooming fields. The untamed passions of mortals ebbed and flowed beneath her touch, the fertile soil rising in worship beneath her dance. To stand in her presence was to feel the hum of ancient rhythms, where life and desire interwove into the very fabric of the world. Chapter 2. The Sacred Exchange, Desire Cast in Gold. Among the treasures that adorned her ethereal form, none carried such potent sorcery as Brisingamen, a necklace forged beyond the sight of gods. It was not gifted by celestial hands but wrenched from the very bones of the earth itself, a masterpiece birthed in the subterranean forge of the dwarfs, those silent architects of unseen wonders. She had descended into the smoky caverns of the Brisingamen, drawn not by vanity but by hunger, a hunger for beauty so divine it whispered secrets only magic could hear. In those lightless depths, where molten gold pooled in fractured stone and runes pulsed like breathing embers, she beheld the Brisingamen. It was a chain unlike any mortal ornament, shimmering with an unnatural glow, its facets reflecting the dreams of the world beneath. The price was steep. 4 dwarven brothers, their hands calloused from shaping the elements, required a bargain not of coin, but of presence, 4 nights spent within their realm, where shadow and metal entwined in sacred communion. Freyja did not flinch. The goddess understood the sacred nature of transaction, the binding force of exchanged desire, the knowledge that what is sought must always be met with equal giving. When she emerged from the deep, the Brisingamen lay upon her throat like sunlight woven into gold. It did not merely adorn her, it amplified her very being, an artifact that pulsed with the same fiery hunger that had led her to claim it. The air around her grew heavy with the scent of longing and forgotten magic, her allure sharpened into something near unbearable. Beauty wrought from shadow, power forged from necessity. The necklace was a whisper of fate itself. Chapter 3. The Starfall of Desire, Gold from the Goddess's Eyes. Though she held dominion over desire, passion was a cruel mistress even to its deity. Her heart belonged to a wanderer whose very name resonated with unbridled longing. He was not a god bound to thrones or titles, but a traveler of veiled paths, disappearing into the unknown, leaving Freyja tethered to the earth by a love that never stood still. She searched for him, crossing the realms in the guise of beasts and crones, whispering his name into the wind, into rivers, into the brittle frost of winter's edge. But the world answered only in echoes. Her grief did not manifest in mourning robes or sorrowed hymns. It spilled from her eyes in molten tears that hardened into gold, scattering across Midgard like the remnants of a shattered star. Her anguish became treasure, her love became legend, and her sorrow became the pulse of the earth itself. Chapter 4. The Spellweaver's Path, Cedar and the Silent Threads. Freyja was no mere lover, no simple goddess of beauty. She was a mistress of cedar, an ancient magic entwined with fate, illusion, and transformation. She bore a cloak of falcon feathers, woven in twilight hues, allowing her to soar through the skies unseen, a silent shadow glimpsing the world from above. Through cedar, she wove the threads of destiny, whispering possibilities into the ears of kings and wanderers alike. She did not wield her magic recklessly. She understood its weight, its intricacies, the delicate balance between creation and consequence. There was wisdom in her illusions, knowledge in her enchantments, and a warning in her spells. She did not merely alter fate, she shaped the echoes of what might be, guiding, twisting, revealing. Chapter 5. The Golden Rhythm, Legacy of Love and War. She was both force and fragility, storm and sanctuary. She embodied the golden hour between night and day, the eternal rhythm of love, war, and longing. Her name, whispered in reverence beneath the northern lights, carried the weight of untamed passion, the promise of magic still lingering beneath the surface of the world. For those who honor her, she is a beacon of resilience, a deity who understands that power does not lie merely in dominion, but in desire itself, the yearning, the longing, the burning pulse of existence. Her golden tears remain scattered across Midgard, her name etched into the forgotten corners of myth, her spirit woven into the wind, into the tide, into the very breath of the cosmos. She is not merely remembered. She lingers. Epilogue. The Echo Beyond the Veil. In the hush between stars, where silence hums with memory, Freyja's rhythm endures. She is not confined to myth or altar, she is the pulse in every longing, the shimmer in every dusk, the whisper in every act of courage and love. To invoke her is not to summon a goddess, but to awaken the sacred within. Her story is not finished, it is a mirror, a flame, a breath waiting to be claimed. So ask yourself, what do you hunger for? What will you offer in return? The golden rhythm calls. Will you answer?
From veiled abyss where whispered fates lie.
Claim the rhythm. If Freyja's story stirred something within you, an echo, a flame, a question, then the journey has only just begun. Share this tale with those who seek magic in the mundane, who feel the pulse of myth in their bones. Let her rhythm guide your own path. Follow the golden thread. Create. Remember. Become. Subscribe to Elven Star Tales for more mythic journeys, whispered lore, and starlit enchantments. Like, share, and let the rhythm ripple outward.
Through trials carved in storms of blood and stone, she rises bound to fate's unspoken throne. No mortal tether may restrain her flame. The Vanir's oath calls forth her name.
Ascension of the Vanir, a fire-bound decree. Beyond the stars where deathless gods are free. An ancient force unbroken, fierce, untamed. Her name resounds forever proclaimed.
Through veins of gold the echoes still remain. A throne inscribed beyond the earthly plane. The Vanir's will, a flame that none deny. Her eyes foretold where silent specters lie.
Ascension of the Vanir, a fire-bound decree. Beyond the stars where deathless gods are free. An ancient force unbroken, fierce, untamed. Her name resounds forever proclaimed.
The last lament of sorrow fades to dust, as prophecy commands, as fate entrust. No chains remain, no echoes drag her low. Her path ascends where cosmic banners glow.
Ascension of the Vanir, a fire-bound decree. Beyond the stars where deathless gods are free. An ancient force unbroken, fierce, untamed. Her name resounds forever proclaimed.
Bound in flame, her soul ignites the tide. The gods behold, their voices cast aside. The cosmos trembles in its